Habakkuk 2:16. Thou art filled with shameful glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of Yahweh's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be upon thy glory. Call halal Yahweh by Shem Abishai by Shem Rakakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. To the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners. And to the Akwaf that are listening and learning, to you, I say Shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago, coming at you with another lesson in truth. And this video is basically what you're going to see is Eve doing what she's always done, which was side with Esau, Edom. You're going to have a professor that he's going to refer to as black. All right. That the news anchor, reporter guy, all right, as he would probably refer to himself as white when he's wearing a white t-shirt and his skin is not white, he is red, all right. That red race of people that are spoken of in Genesis, the 25th chapter. And then he will refer to this woman as black when her skin is brown. She's wearing a black blazer. Her skin is not black, but it's brown. So you look up the word black and it's very negative. You look up the word white and it's very positive. Everything is pure and clear. As a matter and pure and wholesome. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can pull up some evidence on the definition of that word black in the evidence folder here. Let's go to this in my here it is. It says the Chambers Dictionary of Etymology suggests that the name indicated is with black. So when you put black in the front of something, black people, all right, says that black in the term is from the negative sense of the word and means disgrace or censor. So that's what they call you, black. And when they say the black professor, the black woman, the black man, the black doctor, it's a disgrace unto you, all right? Black, the color black, Negro, soiled, lacking light, wicked or evil, gloomy. All right? But yet you people still want to cleave, and our own people want to cleave on to a negative word that was placed upon them by a people that are red and not white. And when you read the definition of whiteness, flowers and sweet things and nice dreams and wholesome, and no. But black is associated with everything, the black night, the black dream, the black day, and it's all death. Black culture is death. The food, all it breed, black culture is breeds nothing but it's a death style, which was created by these people. All right, but let's listen to what the professor has to say about a woman that's cooning, and then watch how they try to use what they call CRT, critical race theory, and try to omit critical race history, as if there weren't black towns that sprung up in America after slavery. All right. And the reason why those black towns and black areas did so well is because the slaves did all the work. They were very industrious. They knew how to build, how to garden, how to build buildings and farms and take care of animals and things of that nature. That's why they prospered the way that they did, to the point to where it drew jealousy from these red pale people, and they destroyed all those towns and all those places that had that autonomous wealth, and it's confiscated all the land, and they pass it on to their children until this day. All right. Elaine, Arkansas, the Black Belt here in Chicago, Rosewood, Tulsa, Oklahoma, just for a few, and there were many more. Many more. But let's go back, let the professor speak, and then watch how this coon joins in with the enemy.
They want white supremacy by ventriloquist effect. There is a black mouth moving, but a white idea through the running.
You could call that BLM. Black Lives Matter is a white organization controlled by white people with a black face. So, yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a subsidiary of Antifa, also another white organization.
On the runway of the tongue of a figure who justifies and legitimates the white supremacist practices. So to have a black face speaking in behalf of a white supremacist legacy is nothing new.
That's Michael Eric Dyson slurring. Winsome Sears, the first black woman who will serve as Republican Lieutenant Governor of Virginia, as a black puppet for white supremacists on the race-driven, in my opinion, Joy Reid show. Joining me now is Donna Jackson, who serves as the Director of Membership Development for the Project 21 Black Leadership Network. And Donna, it's great to have you on. Welcome to the show.
And see, this is supposed to be a Bible-based country. You know, they were proud with their white Christian, their white Jesus, their Christianity. And what it says in the Bible, which is, you know, right here in Jeremiah 31, it says, "How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man." See, a woman's not supposed to be in a position of authority over a man. That goes against the order that the Lord created in heaven. All right, that he created in heaven to be carried out here on earth, all you Christians. But yet you try to validate doing your own thing. And who was the one that pushed that? The same people that turned everything upside down. Surely they're turning up everything upside down. All right? See his tongue falling out of his mouth like a snake. How do you know when a pale man is lying? When his mouth is moving.
I think what we just heard is one of the most racist things I've ever heard from a black man aimed at another black person. And I've heard plenty.
Now, you just heard the definition of black. So that was said with very much malice, and it was said with arrogancy to the intent that he understands what he's saying, and the average so-called black person, like this dummy, this overweight, obese, diabetes, soon to be a C, you know what number victim, she has no clue. All right, with all that damn whorish makeup on her face.
Over the years from those going after black conservatives and Republicans. What's your take on what you just heard and saw?
Absolutely. It is the most racist thing, but it's not surprising because on the liberal left, they think that anyone that doesn't have the same narrative they have is wrong. And this premise that somehow African Americans have to line up with...
So African Americans, Africa is named after a so-called white man, Scipio Africanus. America is named after a white man called Amerigo Vespucci. So you're calling these brown people black or African American, and they're neither one. They're neither. But she's educated, college educated.
Progressive agenda is outrageous. You know, that they did the same thing to Clarence Thomas. They've done the same thing to Condoleezza Rice. They think that anyone who doesn't share their narrative is not black enough for them. And actually what it's saying is that any person...
So remember, black and white are social constructs which were created to separate and to elevate pale people above brown people. People are different shades of brown, like she is on the screen, and different shades of red, like like the pale guy who was speaking. There's no such thing as black and white people. To refer to you as black is racist in itself, and it's very hateful. And they say it proudly, all right, with arrogance, because they know that the average black person is ignorant to what I'm sharing with you right now. So when they call you black, they're insulting the fuck out of you right to your face.
That's black, that's successful, is not legitimate.
So she wants to talk about black and successful. Like I said, Elaine, Arkansas, the Black Belt here in Chicago, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Rosewood, those different places in the Carolinas that they destroyed. They had all this autonomous wealth out in Kansas City and all these other different places. All right. This is going to be a two-part, because I got another video that I need to find that's going to actually show you them trying to hide and cover up racist history that did exactly what I just spoke about, when they were destroying towns simply because they were built up by so-called black people. All right. And how they would trying to destroy their political parties too. All to the benefit of the so-called white race, self-proclaimed white man. But this is because they're really thieves. All right. The Lord said he's going to enter into the house of the thief. But this is John 10:10. And it reads, "The thief cometh not but to steal and to kill and to destroy. And I come that they may have life, and that they may have it more abundantly." So what they do is they take our women and our men in some cases, and they basically indoctrinate them. You don't go to universities to be educated. You go to universities, all right, to be indoctrinated. The key word in that is universal. All right. The Bible isn't it. It tells you right there in the Zondervan's Dictionary Bible that the concept of universal salvation in the Bible is foreign. All right. So, the colleges and the universities are the picking grounds for the next elite leaders, or should I say the faces, because elites, the true wealthy, you never see their faces. They have mouthpieces like hers. So this is so to get the next indoctrinated Kunalites that are going to speak to gladly wear the shameful title of black, or the false title of white, to move forth the agenda of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right. This is Micah 2 and verses 2-3. All right. And it reads, "And they covet fields, and they take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh Power, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall you go haughtily, for this time is evil." And we're entering closely in that time. All right. As a matter of fact, let's just put up Tulsa riots and see what pops up. All right. Massacre of Tulsa Black Wall Street. Just going to read some of the titles here. All right. Let me adjust the camera so you can see. The Massacre of Tulsa's Black Wall Street. Greenwood and Tulsa riots. All right. Blood on Black Wall Street. So these, like I said, towns and places like this sprung up when Negroes were doing better than Edomites in their own country. Why? Because these sons of former slaves, and some of them were slaves themselves, some of the older ones, they knew how to do everything that needed to be done because they were the ones doing it. All right. And then the anger and the hatred and the racism. Well, this is what it looked like by the time they were done. All right. You see here, they brought in the military machine guns, was shooting people down, destroying, stealing and killing. All right. But the Lord got something for them, man. And in this woman, let's go. Matter of fact, we're in Micah. Let's go to Micah 7. All right. Not going to play any of the videos, but you can kind of see the proud and the racism and the proud and the hatred that was going on. But this is Micah 7:10, and it reads, "And she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her. Which said unto me, Where's is thy Lord? Where's thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now she shall be trodden down as the mire in the street." So the Lord has a recompense for the thieves, man. He's going to enter into the house of the thief, man. It tells you that clearly. Matter of fact, let's go to Zechariah 5:4. and I will bring it forth, saith Yahweh of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and shall remain in the midst of the house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stores thereof. And what that's talking about is the chariots. The chariots are coming, all right? Yahushua is coming back, and he's going to annihilate this place on a giant, what they ignorantly call UFOs, which they can't laugh and scoff at anymore, because all they've been doing is profile them in their mainstream media these last couple years, because they can't deny them anymore. Why? Because everybody has cell phones, high-tech cameras. There's too much footage of them to prove that they're here. And those are the chariots of Israel. Matter of fact, they're accursed. Let me go up to verse 3. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll, and the length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Then he said unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off on this side according to it, and everyone that swears shall be cut off as on that side according to it. So Esau, Edom stole everything from us, including our land. All right? Because the natives, this was our land. And then our brothers, the Southern Kingdom, you know, the so-called Negroes, built it up. And what did? You went in there and shot them down, killed them, murdered them, burned them, and destroyed their land, and then acquired that land. And the judges and the lawyers and the sheriffs and everybody was in on it, because they didn't give any of this land back to the descendants of these people who were murdered and killed. They kept it and passed it on to their own children. All right. And so so how is it that you're going to teach American history and not teach this history? Call it theory, as if it's theory, no, this is facts. Critical race facts. See you in part 2. Call Halal Yahweh Bashanam Shai by Hashem Rakakwadash Wa Abba Babal Kwam Yasharala.